Muggins is a domino game played with any of the commonly available sets. The object of the game is for each player to rid their hand of dominoes, and additionally to score points by playing a domino that makes the total number of pips on all endpoints of the board equal to a multiple of 5. According to John McLeod of Pagate.com, the name of the game differs according to how many spinners are in play. These are doubles that can be built from in all 4 directions. Muggins is the name of the game played without a spinner, all 5s has a single spinner, and in 5 up, all doubles are spinners. Scoring: points are earned when a player plays a domino with the result that the count is a multiple of 5. The points earned are equal to the sum of the ends. Therefore, if in the course of play a player plays a bone that makes the sum of the ends 10, 15 or 20, the player scores that number. All pips on a crosswise double are included in the count. Gameplay: each player takes 5 dominoes, when playing with 4 players or more, or 7 when playing with 2 or 3. The remaining dominoes are placed to one side forming the boneyard. The starting play is determined either by who holds the highest double or the highest value domino. In either case, that domino is played first. If that domino is a 6 a euro 4, 5 a euro 5, 5 a euro 0, 4 a euro 1, or 3 a euro 2, the initial count is evenly divisible by 5 and so the player scores. Players in turn then lay a matching domino on one of the endpoints. Each player must play if holding a domino matching an end. A player who cannot match must draw until obtaining a playable domino. Scores for endpoints are called and taken as the play is made. Doubles: when a double is played, it is laid with its long side against the end of the endpoint domino. Both halves of the double are counted when adding up the sum of the endpoints for scoring purposes. A matching bone can then be played on the double's other long side, and then on each of the double's ends when that domino is a spinner. When this happens, one or more new endpoints are created and figure into the endpoint total. This generally results in higher scores. The player who goes out wins additional points based on the value of dominoes still in other players' hands, which is figured by counting all pips on those dominoes. Each opponent's hand is rounded to the nearest multiple of 5. For example, the winner scores 25 for 27 pips in an opponent's hand and 30 for 28 points. These points are summed and awarded to the winner. If all players are blocked, the lightest hand wins, still earning points based on the pips in opponents' hands. Variants of Muggins differ on the number of tiles taken initially, the use of double 6, 9, 12 or 15 sets, whether the initial tile must be a double, whether all 4 endpoints of the initial double must be played on before further play can commence, and whether tiles can be played off the 4 corners of the initial double only or off of all subsequent doubles as well. A common variation is knocking. When a player cannot lay a tile, they have the option to knock. This conditionally skips the next player. If the player after the skipped player can score, he must do so, and play then continues as normal. If he cannot, even if he can play, that player knocks and play reverts to the player who knocked first, who must draw until he can find a playable domino, and then the player who would have been skipped is allowed to play. This is common in a partnership form of the game played with 4 players. A knocking player thus defers to his/her partner who might be able to score. It is considered cheating for one partner to signal the other that he/she should knock. Variations: all 3s is played in the same manner as Muggins, except that points are earned for multiples of 3. 5s and 3s is similar to Muggins and all 3s, but points are scored for multiples of 5 and multiples of 3 at the open ends. Multiples of 5 and multiples of 3 are worth 1 point each. These can be scored in combination, however. If player A plays the 6 a euro 5 and player B the 6 a euro 1, then player B scores 2 points because 5 and 1 sum to 6. Player A then plays the 1 a euro 5 and earns 2 points because 5 and 5 sum to 10. If player B then plays the 5 a euro 5 crosswise, player B scores 8 points, 5 for 5 3s and 3 for 3 5s. 5s and 3s can be played with or without a sniff. Games are often played to 31, 61, or 121 points using a cribbage board to score. References